have been so awesome watching the videos and subscribing that I would show you a little bit behind the scenes of how Sock Puppet and his human handler find these fairy tales and figure out how to tell you all about them.
All right, Mr. Sock Puppet gonna do some research for Imagine Your Story video. All right, I'm at the searching computer and time to type in the word fairy tales. Okay, in the right box, and then I'll hit the search button. Okay, let's see. Search results. Ooh, 50 choices just in children's. Ella Enchanted, that's a cool audiobook. Focus, Sock Puppet, focus. Okay, so it looks like I have to go to nonfiction in J398.2. All right, let's go to nonfiction. Nonfiction is after the series section. I was there last week. Oh, hi, series. Come back and visit you later. All right, and it's really close to graphic novels. There's graphic novels. Oh, we're so close. Let's go. Fairy tales. Oh, fairy tales. Where are you? Wait, that looks like a fairy tale book. That looks like a folktale book. All right, the book I want. Gotta be close. I'm in the right section in nonfiction. Grim fairy tales. Wait, is that the book? I think it's a book. I found it. I found the book I wanted. All right. So let's see. Mr. Sock Puppet has his books, his paper to take notes, some pencil, post-its to put in bookmarks to put in books. Yes. And of course, coffee. Hello, coffee. All right, let's see. So, what story should the kiddos learn about this week for Imagine Your Story? Ooh, let's look into Hansel and Gretel. That sounds like a good story. Hansel. All right, I found Hansel and Gretel. Let's read it. See, Mr. Sock Puppet is trying to see about how characters solve their problems in a story. This part of a story is also called the plot. So let's see what problems Hansel and Gretel have and how they solve their problems. And they live together in perfect happiness. Well, not the witch. Well, so the way they solved one of their big problems, Hansel and Gretel that is kind of, scary. And actually, their problems that they had throughout the whole story, trust Mr. Sock Puppet. They're kind of scary. Okay, no Hansel and Gretel. Okay, let's try a different fairy tale. Ooh, this one is in here. Let's try The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen. Yes. Let's go be a part of her world under the sea. I wonder how the Little Mermaid solves her problems in the original story. To the 300 years we must already serve. Well, Mr. Sock Puppet wanted to know if it was similar to Mouse Ears. Mouse Ears Incorporated, you sure changed the story a lot. But at least when you made your Little Mermaid, you made your ending a happy one. And I don't know if I want... Nope. Put this one out too far away, too sad. Okay, let's do this, Mr. Sock Puppet. We can do this. Let's go. All right. There's got to be one fairy tale They can be happy. I know, Snow White. I know that one. What could possibly be nightmare fuel about a story that I know has a happily ever after ending for the main character and her Prince Charming? No. Nope. I am not going to teach this story to small children. Nope. I mean, okay, sure, the Wicked Queen was, well, she was wicked, but I don't think she should have been punished like that. Nope. Story. I mean, who thought that was a good story to tell to kids? And now that I think about it, a lot. I mean, a lot of fairy tales probably aren't the best stories to tell little kids before they go to sleep. I mean, some stories are funny, but some are kind of just scary. And there's a whole thing that a lot of them don't really have a good mom or dad there, or the parents aren't very involved. Like, whose idea was it to write down these bedtime stories for young kids anyway?
Well, if it helps at all, Mr. Sock Puppet, fairy tales weren't originally meant just for kids.
Say what now, human handler?
I said that fairy tales and other folk tales weren't created or told and retold with little small children in mind as the only audience. In fact, you mentioned them being written down as bedtime stories. They weren't really written down. Grown-ups would share them with other grown-ups, the same way we tell exciting stories now if we find out something interesting. So when we say, I don't know, the Grimm brothers, we're referring to Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, who wrote down all of these popular stories that people just happened to be sharing a long time ago.
Oh, okay, if you say so, but then why do we tell them to kids?
Well, I guess it's not that different from where I choose to walk my dog.
Huh? I don't think this sock puppet gets it just yet.
No problem, Mr. Sock Puppet. Well, one place that Miss Cassie likes to walk her dog is called the Ghost Town Trail. You can find it at Indiana County and here in Cambria County. It's really awesome. It's definitely a hidden treasure if you haven't already visited it. And the reason I say that Ghost Town Trail counts as, let's say, a metaphor or an analogy for understanding why fairy tales are so popular is to realize that originally this was designed and built for trains to use. This was a railroad, so this is considered, all 44 miles of it, as a rails to trails sort of effect. When they built it, oh, hi Augie, there's my dog. He and I do walk this a lot. This was designed a long time ago, more than a century ago, to hold trains, but now people use that same path for a different purpose. In the same way with fairy tales, we use these old stories, the path's already there, we're just walking it again for a different reason, which is kind of cool, because if we didn't do that, then you wouldn't get to see some really cool things and think about things and find different ways to solve problems. So while I had to solve the problem of keeping my very hyper dog active, I found this. So I've lived in this area my whole life, and I didn't know about this until recently. I always used to go out towards Wolf Rocks to go hiking and walking with my dog, but there was a nifty little treasure really close. So in the same way with fairy tales, they were told for different reasons a long time ago, but with a little bit of digging, we found ways to make them work for young kids, and then as kids get older, they can learn what they were really like, and that's okay too. It's fun to discover what something used to mean and what it can mean now. And in fact, with our craft, you'll see some more of that this week. Hi, library kiddos. It's Miss Cassie again. And speaking of our activity for the week, we are in week 4, and I want us to think about, and we kind of already have been thinking about fairy tale tropes and why some things just show up in fairy tales. And I want you to think about how we draw fairy tales. So your craft for this week, your activity I'd encourage you to try is use your colored pencils and some blank paper from your Summer Quest swag bag to imagine new and different pictures for a story. I give you some examples. You can find a fairy tale that maybe you're used to mouse ears, aka Disney. Their Cinderella has blonde hair, but what do you think she looked like? You could also, down here, I suggest making a new book cover for your favorite chapter book. If you have an older book as a favorite, they tend to reissue them all over again with new covers, and someone has to make them. Might as well be you. But what I really want you to think about is to draw new pictures for an old picture book. Petronella by J. Williams is a good example. Now, hopefully you'll see a little more about Petronella in a different video, but I found this. I'd never heard of this fairy tale called Petronella. It's a feminized name of the name Peter. It's original fairy tale by J. Williams. It was written in the 70s in response to some issues they had with fairy tales, that sometimes the princess just doesn't get to do anything. So he wrote a story where the princess does a lot of really cool things, and we talked about plot this week and how plot is how a character solves a problem. So it's really cool what she uses to solve the problem. But what is not so cool, or at least is different, is the pictures in this book haven't really held up. So this would be a picture book that I would want to make new pictures for. Some of them, it made sense at the time. It doesn't make a lot of sense now. So whether it's Petronella or a different book, I would encourage you to get your week 4 blank paper and colored pencils and imagine your own kind of images and illustrations, because those are part of the story too. All right, see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe, it's over there, and hit the like button, it's down there. It helps us make videos, as silly as that sounds. All right, bye. All right, let's see, do I want a new audiobook to listen to while I drive in the car? Those look pretty cool. What else? Ooh, the display with the dragon books and fairy tale books already picked out. Ooh. Oh, wait. Mr. Sock Puppet was reading Harry Potter. Maybe I should check out the new Harry Potter illustrated books. Whole book plus pictures. Oh, hello, Magic Stick Man. What is it, boy? What is it? Okay, I'll follow you. Wonder what's so important that a former magic wand must dramatically pull me away from looking at books. Okay, I'm coming. Oh, you want to point out all the new drawings. Good thinking, Magic Stick Man. Yep, kiddos draw pictures for the library and it'll show up in a YouTube video. Pretty cool. Looks like unicorns are still the thing. Yep, I agree, Magic Stick Man. They look awesome.